federal reports. There's what they call the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey. There's what they call the Health and Demographic Survey. These are all federal surveys run by Ministry of Health, National Population Commission, UNICEF, UNDP, and other UN agencies. They go around the country reviewing key issues about social indicators. One is about education. The information available indicates that for primary, junior and senior secondary, as well as tertiary education, Adamawa State is below the national average in terms of enrollment and completion. Then they also found that early marriage and teenage motherhood is another major challenge in Adamawa State. And if you look at early marriage, it deprives the girl child of the opportunity to continue her basic education or to continue going to school. And if you are not educated, it will be difficult for you to compete in this modern world because the world has changed. We are happy today that we can see Aminu Mohammed from Gombe State as an Under-Secretary at the United Nations. We are also happy that we have a sister who is now the Director General of the World Trade Organization. The whole world came together and said, you are the person we want. Even when the former President of America opposed it, the whole world said, no, this is the person we want, until the new president now came. Because that is happening because she went to school, she's educated. And we can have many more women from all parts of Nigeria, including Adamawa, who tomorrow we can project and be very proud of them as our sisters, daughters, and mothers. Then we have the issue of maternal mortality, where Adamawa is recording 848 deaths per 100,000 life births, which is above the national average of 576 deaths per 100,000 life births. You may ask how these things are related to violence against women and children or girls. Yes, they are relevant, like I said, you can't separate one set of rights from the other. So what are the next steps? We are strongly recommending, one, that the UBEC Act, which provides money under the Universal Basic Education Commission for states, that Adamawa State should take it very seriously and ensure that with their own budget, every boy girl has access to and attend at least basic education to equip them with life skills so that they can be more useful to themselves and their community. And this will help to reduce early and child marriage, improve economic opportunities, improve the standard of living in the state, because education is a right as well as an empowerment. If somebody is educated, is in a position to demand, to claim, and to vindicate his rights if it is violated, he can now make a claim to say, no, you have violated my rights. Then the next one is the one before you, which is the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Bill. And we are happy that the bill has sought to move with the times to redefine and contextualize a lot of violations on the rights of women to freedom from violence. It talks about rape, coercion, physical injury, willfully placing a person in fear of physical injury, offensive conduct, prohibition of female genital mutilation, forceful ejection from room, deprivation of personal liberty, damage to property with intent to cause distress, forceful economic or financial dependence, forced isolation. It talked about emotional, verbal, psychological abuse, harmful widowhood practices, abandonment of spouse, children, and other dependents without sustenance, stalking, intimidation, spousal battery, harmful practices, attack with harmful substances, administering a substance with intent, incest, indecent exposure, indecent assault. All these things are tackled from the position of the bill which I saw. Now moving to the conclusion, you've already started on a wonderful journey. I understand it's an executive bill submitted by His Excellency. So you have the executive and the legislature in Adamawa State on all fours and intended to say this is a law we need to pass. So we are hoping that in the next couple of months that this bill will be passed by the State House of Assembly and presented to His Excellency for assent so that Adamawa State joins the committee and league of states in the Federation that has taken this wonderful step to enact this law and thereafter to seek to enforce it through adequate budgetary provisions, adequate sensitization, and enforcement mechanisms. So I am here to thank you for having taken that step and to encourage you to go further to make sure that this bill sees the light of the day. Thank you.